So how do we even get started with meal prep? That's the first question I always get. You say the word meal prep and I just think, right? I mean, I used to do that too, so it's okay if you did. Trust me, I won't ask you to share if you were in that bracket with me. The first thing that I do every single week before anything even happens as far as a meal plan, I do this. Hey husband, what are you in the mood to eat next week? Oh, I'm in the mood for some lasagna. Okay, cool, thanks. Anything else? Maybe those egg muffins. All right, cool, thank you. The first thing I always do is I ask my husband, who is the only person in my household with me, what he's in the mood to eat. So that's the first thing I want you to do, is engage your household, husbands, parents, kids, whoever. You don't have to engage with anybody, just skip this step. Ask them what they're in the mood for. This is why. Healthy eating is not exactly easy in the beginning, especially with kids who maybe don't know anything about healthy eating. They're used to eating sugary cereals and getting pizza and McDonald's, and you want to start getting them eating healthier. So if you just start throwing things at them without any kind of buy-in from them, it's going to be difficult. I'm just giving you that heads up, spoiler alert, the kids may give you some pushback. What I want to have happen is have as little of that as possible happen so you can have people get on board with your healthy eating, which will in turn help you stay committed, help you stay on track, help you get results, and at the same time, get your family healthier too. What are you in the mood for? Make a list. That's your first step. The second thing that I do, I get these things out. Now, I will be the first to tell you guys, I am a straight bargain shopper. I like to save money when it comes to food. And anyone that's going to sit here and tell me it's expensive to eat healthier has not done their homework. I was one of those people in the beginning that would tell everybody, oh yeah, I can't eat healthy, it's so expensive. But then when I actually sat down and reviewed all of my debit card swipes at fast food restaurants and Panera's and all these other places, I was blown away by how much money I was spending. So when I started to actually pay attention to what I was spending on groceries, I realized that I've been lying to myself all along, and you might be one of those people too. Again, I won't ask for you to raise your hands. But the one thing that has helped me a lot is to go through the ads. So before I'm even creating a meal plan, again, all I've done so far is just engage my husband and ask him what he wants to eat. So he already feels like he's calling the shots with the meal plan. He's happy. I get into these guys. These come every single week. For me, where I live, they come on Tuesdays. But it's actually perfect timing because I have a couple days to start marinating ideas in my head of what I want to be eating and what I want to be doing. So just the ones that I check out on a regular basis. And I don't know, you guys might not live locally. I live in the Cleveland, Ohio area. Some of these stores might not be around you, but I'm sure you have something that's similar. I have good old Giant Eagle. I have my personal favorite, Aldi's. I'm not a spokesperson for them, but I should be because I give them so much free press. Mark's. And then last but not least, Acme Fresh Mart. I always think about farmers markets and what's fresh as far as produce goes, because for me, I like to eat everything as fresh as possible. Now, I would shop at farmers markets all day, every day if I could, but we all know that they're pretty seasonal, so we don't have that luxury. Now, since farmers markets aren't open all year round, which I know it's a major bummer, I come to these to find what's going on, so I can always kind of be in the loop of what's on sale and what I need. The biggest area of dollar bills going out is going to be for your proteins. Proteins are things like your ground beef, or your chicken, or your fish, or your steaks, whatever you're choosing to eat for the week. And I determine which protein that I'm going to be using based on, surprise, these. The first thing I look for when I come to these ads would be things like the proteins, like the beef, buy one, get one free, the pound, how much it is per pound. I'm always looking for that kind of stuff because proteins are where you spend the most money. I always go to the proteins first, and then I go ahead and I look for the fruit because I love fruit, and again, like I said, I want to go as healthy as possible, as fresh as possible. So it excites me when I'm looking at two ads and I see that Mark's has bananas for 33 cents, but over here we've got them for 39 cents, so I know that it's cheaper over here. I go through everything like that. I encourage you to do the same. Now, if you are somebody who has a larger family, again, it's myself and my husband, and I really only cook a couple meals for him a week because he does a lot of his own meal prep. I know I scored, right? But if you have a lot of people that you have to feed, it's going to be smarter to look at places like Sam's Club and Costco's, because that way you can buy things in bulk. And I encourage you to do that. When you're looking through these ads and you're looking at the buy one, get one frees and the number of ounces, look for how much you're actually getting from that. So that way you can go ahead and really save as much as possible. Maximize those savings. Then the next step is one that I want you to do right away, and that is review your pantry. Pantries are hidden gems. Could also really be full of temptation, so be careful what's in there. But in those pantries are things that maybe you haven't used that you need to use. So I encourage you to go in there and do a really strong inventory of what you have going on and see what could possibly contribute to your weekly meal plan. So say you walk in there and you've got 5 boxes of whole wheat pasta. You might want to incorporate that into your meal plan. Just saying. It gives you some ideas when you're looking at things. And make a list, write them all down. It makes it easier. I'm constantly writing lists everywhere of things that I have or things that I need or things I want to make. So as you're going through the meal planning process and you have that list of things that your family already told you that you want, and you've got a list of some really great deals that all the stores have right now, and you're checking out your pantry to see what's going on, then you're going to start looking for actual recipes. Back in the beginning, when I was brand new to this whole meal planning process, I became friends with a really important person in my life. I'm going to call it a person because I feel like I've got such a strong relationship with it that I can call it that. And it's a relationship that I would also like you to start engaging in. And that's with Pinterest. Pinterest and I, we became BFFs like forever. Love you like a sis. For all time. I just would go on there and I would start typing in healthy dinner recipes. That was before 21 Day Fix and any of these other programs that we have going on now. It was when I had no clue what I was doing and I was just typing in words that sound like they would make sense. Healthy pasta, salad recipes. I would just type things in, and that's the cool thing about Pinterest. If you've never been on there, where have you been living? Get on there right now. Immediately. Get on there. But I would go on there and I would find recipes that I would like and then I would pin them to a board. Now, don't get me wrong, I started pinning like crazy and I had hundreds of recipes that could have never fit into a meal plan if I tried. But what it helped me do was figure out some ways that I could eat the foods that I loved and still be able to stay on track with my meal plan, what I wanted to achieve with goals. Again, people think it's so expensive to eat healthy, but at the same time, I think a lot of people in their minds think they have to be eating lettuce and cardboard, and that's not the case. When I look at my meal plan each week, when I look at the foods that I'm making, I am just like, these are so delicious and flavorful, and I am not missing out on anything. And that's what I want you to get into the mindset of. I want you to get to the point where you don't associate healthy eating with just a cup of brown rice and throw some salad underneath it. I want you to realize you can still have things that you love very much, but make them in a way that's a little bit healthier for you and that's going to be healthier for your family and not sacrifice that taste and flavor. We've engaged the family. We know what they want to eat. We've checked out the ads. We know where we're going to save money when it comes to the supermarkets. We have taken a little bit of time and reviewed our pantry to see what kind of things we have in there that we can use. So that way we're also not letting things go to waste and losing money, but we're also contributing to the meal plan, to saving us some more money. Yeah. And then we're also taking some time to go on Pinterest or any other site that you want to use. I mean, you could use Google, Yahoo. Don't feel like Pinterest is the only way. It just really came through for me in the beginning and I'd like it to help you too. But do some searching for recipes and find ones that you're interested in, maybe try. When you've done all of this, then we're gonna get to the step where we're ready to start putting everything to paper. We're ready to start creating that actual meal plan and taking this to the next step. Before we start doing that, I've got an assignment for you. Yeah, assignment, you heard right. I want you to learn. I want you to take a little bit of time today, and I want you to do that first step. Ask your family, hey guys, what are you in the mood for me to make? I know it's Monday, so you probably already, well, maybe already have a meal plan going for the week, but just see what they're in the mood for. See if they say something like lasagna, whatever they want to say. Get an idea. And then what I want you to do is to hop on Pinterest or any of those search engines or anywhere you want to look, and I want you to find a skinnier version of that recipe, a healthier version that you can make. And then what I want you to do is I want you to just share the link, just copy and paste that link in the thread below this video. There are skinny recipes for everything, so please don't tell me there's not. Unless you tell me straight up that you just want to drink chocolate syrup from a bottle, I can't find any kind of solution for that. I mean, I could try really hard, but I don't think I'm going to find that one. But I mean, a legit meal idea. There's healthier ways. Lasagna used to be my favorite one. That's why I talk about it all the time, because I am a strong Italian focused cook in my brain, and I want to eat all the Italian food. All of it. All the pasta, all the bread, all the pizza, just give me all of that. And I was thinking I would have to sacrifice that. And then I found this recipe for something called spaghetti squash lasagna. And then my mind was blown because I realized I had this amazing tasting recipe that was healthier, but still giving me every kind of satisfaction, comfort, what I was looking for in that food. but I didn't even think I would be able to do that. And I did from that recipe. I found this other recipe for zucchini lasagna that I could make in a crock pot overnight. What? Yeah, and that was amazing too. And as time has gone on, I've learned all these other healthier recipes that are better than the ones that I initially was in love with. My challenge for you is to start that process now. Engage the family, check out those ads, see what's going on, and then find that skinny version, post it below, and we'll be talking soon for more of my process. Okay, guys? So glad you're here.